Sorry about that. Had time tonight. I've got a couple kits in storage sitting here for streams. I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to put something together tonight. I'm like, might as well just turn on the camera and stream it. And today I am putting together Elenco, a regulated variable power supply. I've got this bench power supply right here. This one is purely DC power, only up to 15 volts. But it'll be the first time that I've got to use a transformer in one of these kits yet. Excuse me. Another one that I was looking at doing is I have a 2d6 dice roller ready to go, but I am not going to do that tonight. I do have that saved for another stream. And then tomorrow I'm going to put together the multimeter, and also I'm going to go over how you use one and why it's something to have. Okay, so let's get this started. I've got the soldering station already heated up. And one thing interesting, the case came with a tube of lead-free solder, and I don't normally use it, but I'm going to tonight. But don't worry, Spicy Carmex is always here for us. All right. There's some resistors in here. Oh, yeah. And let's get some Merry Christmas going, shall we? Tentatively, I am planning for the last Thursday of this month to be a one-shot. I think I'm going to do the Shadowrun setting in Cities Without Number. That's still a little bit up there, but I definitely do want to get a one-shot done this week or this month. I don't know if we can leave those. LED. Where are you at? Bet you're D9. Yep, D9. This will be the first time I've ever soldered with lead-free solder. I take it back, it's not the first time. I've done it a few times, and I think because you have to set it kind of high, like it needs to be at least 700F, 385C. Is that right? Because I'm only at 380C. Let me make sure. Let's see, 380C at 760 minus 76. 684 plus 32. Yeah. We're fine. Okay, and you notice it does still have fumes, it does still have flux. Oh, mix it up. That smells fucking terrible. God, that's a horrible joint. Oh, I see what I did. Damn, that had some jump to it, didn't it? Damn. Okay then. I think all the diodes are the same. There are two that. No, they're all 1 in 4,000 ones. Okay. Fucking hell, that makes things simple. I'm pretty happy with that. So it's a lot less to keep up with. I was thinking there wasn't going to be any resistors, but there's a couple. It's supposed to be 4. We see 3. We'll see what size they need, and I'll probably have one fit it. Oh, and they're the nice carbon film ones too. Smoke it. Okay, and let's get this going. Oh. Well, the good thing about this kit is it's got big, nice, chunky pads. Oh, dear God. Oh, it's a dick butt Satan. That's fucking fantastic. Hope you're feeling better, Ash. Send this to some friends real quick. I actually, one of the things that I time lapsed when I was 3D printing it was a dick butt statue for a friend. I think I've shown you that one before. I genuinely don't see that fourth resistor. Okay, then. So I didn't see anything roll off. Doesn't mean anything. I'm glad you're getting on the mend at least somewhat. There is no fourth resistor on the floor or anything. That's all right. Got a lot. Oh, oh! I see what this is. See on this chip here, we have diodes. See where the stripe is? That's which direction it goes. See how these are going right, left, right, left? That's because what this is doing is making a full bridge rectifier out of discrete diodes. What that does is it takes AC power in, which is alternating current, so it goes back and forth through the circuit at a certain frequency per minute, and it restricts it to being just DC power. Shit, that gets warm. I know this is a standalone. This is a benchtop power supply. Man, I'm sorry that the pace is gone. I've had colds where that's happened. God, I'm hoping that one's not a permanent thing for you. Ash, we looked at using the Soth system, the dialysis one we talked about. That actually seems pretty fun. No, this one isn't D6. This is diceless. It's the one Roy had found, or maybe it was Ain found it. Probably was Ain. I didn't think about doing so, and I am not the computer that I got that on. Plus, I'm not sure. Like, should I put just the picture at the bottom here? You know, the right here, bottom left, bottom right, or something. God damn it! It's a horrible fucking joint. Vive. Flow that. Okay. I have to almost make it so that it responds to my mic, but that may pick up other noises and stuff, but I won't matter too much. Lead-free solder isn't the worst, but I am tempted to go back to my regular stuff. This puts out a lot of flux splattering. So, you know what? It's nice to include that, and I do appreciate the gift. We do this with real shit. Sorry. Just try to slice off. Okay, and you are red. Okay, that 22 or 2.2K, excuse me. You saw a second ago the last thing I soldered whenever there was another point on the board that was smoking up a little bit. That's a flux splatter. 1, 4 red golds. Okay. Okay. This capacitor code is red gold, or yeah, red gold. Red. So 3 reds, which means the first digit's 2, second digit's 2, and it is 2 to the second or third power. Yeah, reds to the third power. So 2.2 kilo ohm. Yeah, that one just flows a lot better. If you're someone who likes lead-free solder, more power to you. Not my thing. Maybe I'm just an old man. Actually, I do know I am an old man. Oh, Ash of Armageddon, just use an imperial measurement. What's it, R1? Yeah, R1 is the other red. I found this site called Tindy, and it essentially is Etsy for electronics. And there's a kid on there making an Arduino version of the center console with the 3 clocks on it. And I thought about buying it. The only thing is the container is just a 3D printed shell, which kind of sucks. But actually, this week I've got one coming in, a soldering kit that is a standalone NES emulator with an NES controller port. And it has the option, it comes in the kit, to put a SNES port on instead, because it runs off a Raspberry Pico. So it is an emulator station, but it's kind of cool to have a little tiny one put together like that. And this one is brown. 150 ohm resistor. Brown is a 1, green being 5, brown being a 1, so 1, 0. And that is R2. Because I have to make the joke. Here's R2. Here's D2. If I remember correctly, Ash, flux capacitors are a thing, just not the way Back to the Future describes. They certainly aren't a Y shape of LEDs. Although that'd be cool to make it too. Certainly got the fucking LEDs to spare. Hmm. That's one I should remember. Okay, so what resistor am I missing? R1, R2, R4. The Now, that's bizarre. I understand if you want to have a circuit that's only 3 resistors. I don't understand naming them R1, R2, and R4. Okay, that is fucking bizarre. Also, because at the time that they made the movie, and which would go in well with Doc Brown's ethos, white LEDs have gotten cheap. Okay, we have a 220 microfarad 35 volt capacitor. It's a big boy. Big old beefy boy. Positive, negative. One good thing with these big beefy electrolytics is it's easy to read them, and you can very easily see the stripe right here telling you what port is negative, which is rather nice. And it's only the bigger electrolytic capacitors that are polarized. Yes, it is. The little ceramic ones go either way. And this one is a 470 microfarad. That's C3. There you are. Also, on a capacitor and LED that's polarized, there's always one leg longer than the other. The longer leg is positive. I still haven't fixed that. Did it play? I've got my audio muted here. June 2016 volt. God damn it. And there's the C2. So C3 was at 470. Yep. This is C2. Ooh, you ugly. Little cardboard thing doesn't mess its legs up. Work. Hey Ash, would you do me a small favor and post in your server that I'm live? That'll cover most of our friends in here. I don't know if maybe Stream Elements doesn't like that sound or something. I'm not certain, but I'll try fixing that. Cheese Ash, thanks. You know what you should do for the next one shot is let you draw for instead of my avatar being the grumpy professor, let you draw the dumpster fire with a puppet out of it. I probably should have put all the diodes in at once, but I wanted to put some caps in. Diodes are another thing that are polarized by design. It's kind of what they're for. And so the light stripe at the top is the direction the electricity will flow. As long as you match that, you're fine. Where was I at? Oh, yep, D6. One thing I like with the components they're using is the leads on them are nice and chunky, and the pads here are really nice and chunky. I mean, look how big these tracks are. Sure, a legend. If you're gonna do something where you're gonna start electronics, you want to get one of the beginner kits. I didn't expect this one to be this one. It's easy, but these big, nice, chunky traces, big, thick pads that take a little while longer to heat up, but they're great. Oh, I said, yeah, I've been called worse. No worries, keeper. No worries. I wasn't going to stream, then I started putting this together just to do it. I'm like, man, hell with it. Might as well keep the camera on. Because the laptop that I stream off of pretty much lives on this desk. Now it's my old one. It's still a decent computer. It's not horrible. Just a little bit old on the video card. Oh, fuck, are those two bridged? Motherfucker. Fuck, 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 fuck. Where you? A little bit. Yeah, much better. Much better. That had some oomph. Okay. One more diode. What are the P's? Oh, it's the red wire. Then we got a big old chunky MOSFET. Well, it's a regulator, but and it is a LM3171. Get in there. High aim. believe this is an NPT, Faithfully. God damn, Ash. Dick move right there. Ooh, that diode is still spicy. Hmm. Oh, we gotta do this one handed. Okay. Okay. Straighten up a little bit. I take it back, Ain, you're fucking insane. Okay. Yeah. Best joint. What in the name of God is going on in my comment section? That is entirely too much solder. Oh no. Yep, yeah, it is. Man, as soon as it's time to get off work, it's always 4:20 for me. Which, ironically, I get off work at 4:30 usually. Okay. Okay. Nice. That is a completed circuit board. There's a couple more spots. The ones that aren't mentioned are screw holes, so you know what goes on there. The P's you see are where the wires for the transformer is going to go. Ow, that MOSFET's hot. And speaking of which, this chunky boy is a transformer. It's more than meets the eye. Coils here, there's two wound up coils of wire. What this does is it can transmit power, and so it can transform voltage up and down quite a bit, because what comes out of the outlet here in USA is 120 volts, give or take. And this only puts out up to 15, so it has to go down a little bit. All right, and let's see what goes where. Luckily, they've color coded most of them. They call this the primary and secondary windings. I'm guessing on this that the P1 and P2 connectors are the secondary. No, or the primary. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like P4 and P5 are the secondary ones. Usually black is negative. Oh no. Okay, it is completely different than what I thought it was. Oh, it wants me to install it in the box first. Okay. the largest wire I've put together on string. Interesting. Okay. Little pack of pour them all right here. These trays here are magnetized, which makes things a lot easier. Okay. And that's Phillips head. Pretty sure the last stream we did, Green was smoking. God knows I was. It was Saturday night. I don't believe I'm going to be home this Saturday, though. Putting fiber washers on first. Isolates cord. Now, granted, this is going on top of plastic, and plastic is not really known to be a conductor. Quite the opposite, in fact. Okay, and next up, it's a lock washer. These. Get on there. And a nut. Fucking having big hands is a disadvantage at times. Just gonna finger tighten it just enough so I can get the screwdriver in without everything falling apart. Right. Hey, Bob, good to see you. Like life. Amen. I think I got an extra. I think I have an extra fiber washer, which that's not the worst thing. It's not going to cost them a whole hell of a lot. These things are literally plastic. Fix your face. The weird thing is, if I go on to Stream Elements and look up what I've got set up, the sound is fine. That is a compliment I've never received before. Okay, okay. These. Really wants me to cut the red wires off close. Oh, okay, okay. It's using them as they're not even in the winding. That's just there for. That's how they give you extra wire. Interesting. I don't know. Not without looking. And she'll hate this kit. It operates in Imperial. Don't know why they want to cut down so much, but I'll keep that wire in the bucket of useful shit. Such time as it is needed. Surprisingly, Bob, I don't mean the good one. I genuinely prefer metric these days. That could be my hatred of fractions. Or it could be I'm a contrarian asshole. Little column A, little. Oh, fuck me. And that just split. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Wow. I don't know if I can repair this. I genuinely don't know. That wire just ripped itself apart, which is not what I wanted. Which also, I mean, I don't think anyone's surprised by the fact that you don't really want your wires to just shear themselves. Genuinely don't know if this is going to work. No, Ash, I'd use electrical tape. See, now I'm nervous about pulling too hard on get the insulation out because I'm afraid of pulling the wire apart. I mean, I don't really need a DC power supply. I have a perfectly serviceable bench power supply right here. I'm going to flow some solder over that. I was wondering if I shouldn't put some capstone tape on it. The odds that this cooperates how we want it to now, not, not. They also call that a blue wire, which that's fucking purple last I checked. Blue wire to P2. Let's tee you up. Oh, and the pen I was using to measure is my alma mater, ECPI University. It is a ruler, level, screwdriver, pen, and stylus. I don't actually own any t-shirts or hats from the college I graduated from. I should probably pick up a t-shirt. No, it's blue wired P2. Okay. How this mounted in the... Oh, I didn't put the heatsink on. Oops. Red Bull. It gives you wings. That was horrible, but I do not apologize. Wait, Bob in 40K, do they use Imperial? No pun intended. Or is it metric? Oh, fuck that. If I knew people near me who played Warhammer that I was friends with, not just, randos at the game store, I would probably buy an army. But I'm not big on painting. No worries then. I have a feeling I know what you're doing on the foreground. Begins with an O and rhymes with Overwatch. I keep dropping this freaking screw. That's why I should be doing it up here. You can't buy pre-painted Warhammer, can you? Besides, like used market. I wonder if that nut is too small for that screw. And the thing is, I am 100% certain I do not have any imperial size screws. All the stuff I use for 3D printing that would be, the size here, I use metric. And I think that's for the best. And Ash, that's not the worst idea. Are you fucking kidding me? No, 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 you're going back to where you are. I am not fucking dealing with a flathead screw. This is a little bit of bias on my part, and sorry, not sorry. I fucking hate flathead screws. There are other screws I hate, don't get me wrong. Tri-wings, but that's not for the utility as much as for the longest time when I was first doing Game Boy mods years ago. You only saw a Y head screw in a bit if you ordered them online, and it was just a fucking hassle. Nowadays, I can pop over to fucking Walmart for that matter, buy the cheapest electronics screwdriver kit, and it will function just fine with. It'll have a Y head in there, Tri-wing, whatever. It used to be called Nintendo Screws of Suffering by people who did repairs on NESs and that kind of thing. Okay, making dinner. Yep. Oh, oh, that screw is stripped. That's why it's not going in there. So, you, yeah, you'll do. Original Beetlejuice or the new one? Necrons. The black, grabber, silver. Generally, don't think I've got anything this size. It's ironic that Necrons, which are space Egyptians, aren't where Horus comes from. Or to quote it better, fucking Horus. God, God damn it. I think I lost. Oh, there's the washer. You're gonna be able to fits, aren't you? Gotta use the fucking flathead, motherfucker. Part of why I didn't want to change also is I fucking hate changing bits. I just use the one and be done. The one meme quote about Warhammer I do not agree with whatsoever is Magnus did nothing wrong. Magnus fucked up. Magnus was slow and dumb. And I was kind of thinking the other day, you know what I kind of like to see is a setting like Warhammer, except where it's not grimdark. There's some fan settings. One comes to mind is Midhammer, Brighthammer, both of them. That'd be kind of cool to see, like, what would happen if the Empire was competent, the Imperium, whatever. Wait, wait, what scared you off this time, Ash? And I think part of the reason why I'd be okay with seeing a less grimdark version of 40k is I'm just kind of bored of grimdark, and 40k has kind of gone grimdark. Oh, wait, you agree that Magnus did nothing wrong? You up later. Because I think, you know what, you fucking would think Magnus did nothing wrong. I like that Lionel Johnson is back. I was honestly got tired of the lore that every single fucking thing that the Imperium could do wrong, they fucking did, and at some point that just gets fucking boring. It's just lazy storytelling. So having Rowboat show up and be competent and trying to make things work, I kind of like. Plus, it moved the fucking story along. And I kind of got tired of how literally everything that could possibly go right ever for Chaos always did. It's like, we fucking get it. Is it trying to fix things from what Matt Ward's done to the excuse me, to the Grey Knights and every goddamn thing else he touched? Oh, you're coming out. Fix that. Here we go. I like that. What's the name of the Archmage that's working with Guilliman? Guilliman? Bob, how do you say that? Guilliman? Girlyboat? Rowboat Girlyman? Girlyman? Yeah, say what you want about him, but at least he actually does move the plot around and get shit done. Yeah, you can't have Felbadon. I actually recommend checking out the Midhammer and Brighthammer fan settings. Brighthammer actually reconstructs the pulp adventure that 40k really tries so hard to deconstruct. It's got that odd late 80s, early 90s British thing of wanting to completely deconstruct a trope while at the same time being just as guilty of what they're doing with it. Okay. That's my cat in the background. So right here is positive. Oh, let me pull this up here. These are the screw terminals you see on benchtop power supplies. Um, the internal part is for banana plugs, just plugs it in. Also, they screw open and have a live steel so you can wrap wire around, then screw it back shut, hold that down, transmit wire that way. Oh, yeah, I know it's like Ubote, weird French spelling for reasons. Well, that's interesting. Oh, good. There's the post nuts. Not post nut clarity, post nut. Around the posts. Well, shit. Fuck Erebus. Rebus, whatever. And then again, High Gothic is supposed to be Latin, and it is very much Canis Latinicus. Dog Latin. To a frankly hilarious degree, honestly. It's like, if I say fuck anything, it's fuck Games Workshop's lawyers. Like, I have a lot of things bad to say about Wizards of the Coast. Quite a few. However, I honestly say 40K or fuck. Um, Games Workshop has worse lawyers than Wizards of the Coast. That's with the Pinkertons. You must undergo. Actually, need to do a painting stream. Well, that's not sticking, so you know who we're calling. Yeah, because no one used Space Marine before 40K. Nobody. Certainly not the movie Alien, which or Aliens, excuse me, which predates it by 3 years. Certainly not multiple authors in the 40s and 50s. I'm actually surprised that the ones who didn't have deep pockets were 20th Century Fox. Legitimately, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? I mean, like the original Rogue Trader days? Back when they actually recommended you use like old deodorant cans to make um, vehicles. Is this the cleanest fix? Hell no. Well, it probably would work better. Yeah, probably. And capstan tape is great because um, does not get damaged by heat or electricity. Is completely non-conductive. Very, very high heat tolerable. Like, um, if I wanted to use the hot air gun on some parts that were surrounded by things, I would definitely make sure that I had capsan tape around everything that would be damaged by heat or reflowed. So I should know the other one. P5. Red binding post. Okay. Awesome. I have solder. Means I don't actually have to wrap it in capstan tape. I'll get at the others. Solid one. Here. Oh, jeez. knew a 380-degree soldering iron would be toasty. There you go, Ash. I mildly burned myself. But as a song goes, if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. Well, I'm not that tough. I am certainly that dumb. Okay. Awesome. I think we're ready to mount the circuit board. Ooh, I got to put the potentiometer underneath. Yeah, that would. This is a potentiometer, often called a pot. It's essentially a resistor, but what it does is, as you twist it, a arm sweeps across it and changes the resistance. You've used these your entire life and you just don't realize it. It's got some sticky residue on it though. Volume knobs are pots. It's gonna be tricky to solder this. Good like that placement, but what do I know? Considering that this is also structural, I'm going to make sure there's enough solder. Yes, it is. I don't even see what the measurement on that pot is. 200, 202K? It's just 202. Oh, it's 2K. Okay. Also, Sandy Sucks. That's a fantastic username. Okay. And there's the there'll be the cover to the potentiometer. See the top part. This one goes to 11. I'm awfully surprised that there's not anything that goes in here besides just a potentiometer. I guess we'll hold it up. Wash. Oh, okay. That's not interesting. Everything else in this kit is imperial, and then the nut and washer here for the potentiometer are metric. I don't know. I've not actually put this kit together. I don't know how choppy it is, but like you said, there is a regulator in it. A regulator, and unfortunately, I'm a dumb mechanical engineer, not an electrical one. So I'm probably outside of my wheelhouse here. But I should have put this in before I did those. Oh well. There's the one. What was that? LM317 regulator. I don't care about the cover very much. Should have put it on before I put the potentiometers in. Don't fucking care. When in doubt, fuck something up. Does it look ugly? Yes, it does. Do I fucking care? Not particularly. Oh, let me get that. And where did I put my multiple? There you are. The output's only 15 volts, so it's not a hell of a lot anyway. Wednesday standard, my ass. Day that ends in Y standard. Should get an actual set of pliers up here. I don't really want to try. I guess I use needle nose. What the fuck? I have a. You can't see, it's just barely off screen. Right by my solder system, I've got a cheapy DC, AC/DC power supply that I believe goes to 30 volts and 3 amps. I tend to not really do anything above 9 volts anyway. Mostly because I like using USB powered stuff. And yeah, I know USB-C can go 48 volts at maximum, but I tend to be in like the 9, 5 volt range. And whatever. What's two double A's? 3 volts. So 4 would be 6. Say 12 volts is the max I deal with. Don't have any inclination to deal with anything higher. Small apartment workbench. I think 3 amps is on there. And then what's USB run at? 1.5 normally. Yes, I did put my Phillips head up. I probably should have actually read the instructions doing this, but then again, if it's a matter of what do I mess up and it's the front cover, that is of least concern. I'm not sure I'm going to actually use this thing very much. Just going to take both of them out. Might be easier that way anyway. Yeah, I want to say that's right, Keeper. I want to say that base USB, not USB-C high power or whatever the name is that escapes me at the moment, is 5 volts at 1.5 amps. I think. And now we're at the fiddly bit. Go. What I should do is this. Although I am pretty sure that a couple of the USB-C power circuits that I've got handy, I know I've got a 9-volt set. Uh-oh. I think that one does more than 0.5. Not sure. I'll go and look it up. It's for not that big of a concern at the moment anyway. So earlier I was trolling eBay. I'm looking for some broken consoles to repair on stream. And holy shit, broken consoles have gotten expensive. I know the modding scene really has improved significantly. To where, like, the first time I did any kind of modding, you really had to be pretty good and have a lot to work with. Sorry, be pretty good and have some skills to work with, because the mods weren't easy to do. Maybe USB PD is what I'm thinking of. I am unabashedly a supporter of everything should be USB-C if possible. God, I hate having big fingers. I actually have the boxes over my shelves of bullshit. A box full of disposable vape batteries I've been collecting. Because, my God, the fact we just throw that shit out is more than a bit mind-boggling. Perfect. Now, very low amperage. I think the biggest one I have is 300 milliamp hours. But I mean, they are just literally being thrown off and thrown away, and my God, that's dumb. Okay. Get on there. For now, that'll work. Okay. I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to throw this black bread tie in the floor because my cat's at my feet. And out of all the toys I bought her, all the cool stuff she has to play with, these are her favorite fucking thing on the planet. And off she goes. And there's Is there not another piece of shrink tubing? Oh, that's a strain relief. Okay, very nice. I don't believe they gave me two pieces of shrink tubing. Which, I mean, whatever. I can cut this in half. Will the wonders never cease? Where does the C4 go? No, no, you'd use Simtex. It's lighter weight. Ugly ass blob of solder. Here. Should have put the heat shrink on there. Hey Nate. Standing sucks. I mostly build kits right now. I'm trying to reteach myself circuit design. I don't remember much from college, and my job is mostly SolidWorks. Again, dumb mechanical engineer who just plays electronics. Mostly, it's just fun to hang out. The reason why I know the Simtex thing is, if you remember a few months ago, that is still spicy. When Israel blew up a bunch of devices that Hamas had, the reason why is they were all wired with Simtex because it's very lightweight, very explosive, and until it gets the proper, excuse me, the proper signal or proper current to it, it is incredibly stable. And you don't particularly want your bombs going off early. That is frowned upon. And that is goddamn terrifying. This is why you always show us the baked goods that you make. You're trying to sneak things in. I see your game now. I don't cook much because I tend to have to drive 2 hours for said events, and that that's hard to do. I need a bigger piece of solder than that little thing. Besides, never seen you guys complain when I bring a jar of cowboy candy. Telling you, man. I mean, you did eat an entire jar in a sitting, which I'm still kind of impressed by. Not for spicy, because that's a lot. And I believe those are pints. Although mom has definitely made them in gallon size. That's it. Trying to avoid using the helping hands. Times, blah, 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 blah. Well, I believe there is an appetizer called Cowboy Crack, and it is not cowboy candy. Yes, I do absolutely agree. For those of you not familiar, anyone watching this that hasn't seen before. Cowboy candy are pickled sweetened jalapenos. My mom found a recipe and she grows her own jalapenos, and those get brought out at every event her and my stepdad have, and they are incredibly tasty. All right, heat shrink. Don't fuck with me like that. Cut edges do not want to shrink. More than one way to use a hot air gun. Okay. Don't particularly want to blow hot air right at the wall. Where did I put the stress relief? Strain relief, excuse me. This is not annoying whatsoever. I actually work for a SolidWorks reseller. I'm supported on that. So somewhere between IT and drafting, I suppose, is a good way to put it. It's funny because I didn't use SolidWorks in college. We used Inventor, which, if you know one, you can get by in the other. And this stress relief does not Sanity, if you were going to put this kit together, I'm going to give you a heads up. When I was wiring the transformer, one of the wires just completely came apart. So I am not certain that this is going to work very well tonight. Hopefully your mileage may vary with the kit you buy if you buy one. Or have bought one, whatever. What time is it? 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock on the dot. Always a fiddly part. Get together. Do not make me get a hammer out. I fucking will. Pass the time. That's a cool job. Man, the market. There it goes. The market sucks right now for engineering. And I didn't graduate college. I went back to school very late. I didn't graduate college till 2023. Shit, it's been 2 years now. 2 years exactly, which is fucking mind boggling. Again? Well, the disadvantage about being night blind is I can never tell whenever it's a black on black case how deep the hole goes. Giggity. Oh fuck. Even with that, it's too long. Too long there. Let's see where is. Well, we can ignore him for a minute. That screw just went to Narnia. There we go. Just needs a little bit of encouragement. All these blow molded cases, they do not do a good job with the screw holes, which somebody's tried 3D printing screw holes. Yeah, I get it. It sucks. Let's find that screw. Oh yeah, you are in fucking Narnia. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. And again, this was mostly just a fun little project to do on stream. I am not intending to use this too often. I'm going to test it. So everything wired up. Okay. Well, let's see how badly I did. Again, not too convinced this is going to work. The transformer issue that I had earlier. What did you find out, man? The reason why I always use this instead of a more expensive kit is it all folds up. We have here that I can unplug. Would probably help if I got some banana plugs, wouldn't it? Is there a screw? Excuse me. Why is there a drill bit up there? Anyway. Those are not the best feeling connectors. Appreciate the vote of confidence, Ash. I mean, there's not a whole lot of power to this thing, so. Let's see here, DC voltage. Uh-oh. Oh, I should. Let's see. We're at 0. It's got a little bit of current going through. Nothing major. Let's see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it should be 1.5. So far, so good. 3 volts. Not exactly the most accurate thing, but I mean, it's odd cut out. It's fine. And if I 17, okay. What were we saying earlier about it not being that regulated? Yeah. This is outputting quite a bit more than it should. That's fine. So yeah, not going to lie to you. I didn't expect that. Oh, a bucket boost starter would be fun. Ow! I just stabbed myself with meter leaf. I probably do have the stuff to do it. I mean, I think I've got some solder boards. If I was breadboarded, but anyway. Not going to lie to you all. I am kind of fucking surprised that worked. Kind of. I mean, quite a bit surprised. Going to unplug this though. Yeah, if you make this kit yourself, I do advise reading the damn instructions. Um, I still don't get why there's 3 resistors, 2.2K, two 2.2Ks, and 150 ohm, and they're R1, R4, and R2. There's no R3. I I don't know why. You know what? I'm gonna call that here. I thank you all for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Stay out of trouble.